Welcome. Take a slow breath and allow your awareness to gently settle into this moment. Today I invite you into a living field of spiritual transformation, a field that exists not in theory, not in belief, but within your own energetic being. This teaching is an initiatory gateway into the awakening of the human energy body, the subtle system through which consciousness, vitality, healing, perception, and spiritual realization unfold. The book you are about to encounter is not merely a description of chakras, energy, or esoteric anatomy, it is a direct method of activation, a key, a practical doorway into the refinement of your entire microcosm. Because the spiritual path is not abstract. It is energetic, it is vibrational, it is embodied. And true transformation begins when your inner energies begin to move, to harmonize and awaken. The deeper purpose of this work is the activation, balancing, and spiritualization of the human energy system. All genuine spiritual development involves three fundamental movements: clearing, healing, and refinement. In other words, purification of structure, strengthening of vitality, and elevation of frequency. This teaching provides a direct method to initiate all three simultaneously. It reveals the human being as a living microcosm, a complete energetic universe composed of elements, planes of existence, centers of consciousness, and channels of flow. Mental, astral, and physical dimensions are not separate realms. They are interconnected layers of one living field. When energy shifts in one center, it resonates throughout the entire system. Just as one vibrating tuning fork causes others to vibrate in harmony, the activation of one energetic center awakens corresponding centers across all levels of being. The principle of resonance is one of the central initiatory keys of the book. At the heart of the teaching lies the understanding that the human being is structured through elemental forces, fire, air, water, earth, and akasha, expressed through chakras, senses, organs, and psychological functions. Each element manifests differently across the planes of existence. Each center holds specific qualities of perception, power, and awareness. Your energy body is not random. It is ordered, intelligent, purposeful. And when activated consciously, it becomes a vehicle of transformation. The initiatory path contained in this teaching is surprisingly simple, yet profoundly powerful. Through focused awareness and systematic concentration on specific energetic centers, the practitioner gradually activates the entire system. Concentration increases energetic metabolism. Energy begins to circulate more intensely. Channels are cleared, blockages dissolve, and balance gets restored. Higher frequency energies begin to flow into lower centers, refining them. This is the process of spiritualization, the elevation of vibration throughout the microcosm. But this work does not remain abstract. It becomes experiential. As the system awakens, perception changes. Physical vitality increases, emotional harmony deepens. Mental clarity strengthens. The senses become more refined, more vivid, more subtle. Inner perception expands. What was once unconscious begins to become visible. What was once dormant begins to awaken. The human being gradually becomes aware of realities beyond the physical senses, not through imagination, but through energetic refinement. One of the essential insights of this teaching is that the energy body governs healing. Disharmony in energy precedes disharmony in the physical form. When energy flows freely, restoration naturally occurs. By activating and balancing the energetic centers, the entire system of mind, soul, and body receives renewed vitality. Healing becomes an intrinsic function of awakened energy. And beyond healing, transformation begins. As this process unfolds over time, deeper spiritual potentials emerge. Intuition becomes clearer, inner stillness deepens, love becomes more natural, awareness expands beyond identification with the physical self. The higher centers begin to awaken, the crown opens to transcendence, the heart radiates compassion, and the inner senses perceive subtler dimensions of reality. This is not sudden enlightenment, but progressive refinement, a blossoming of consciousness through energetic evolution. Why are these teachings especially relevant today? Because modern humanity is energetically overstimulated, yet inwardly disconnected. We live in environments of constant mental activity, emotional imbalance, and sensory overload. But rarely do we learn how to harmonize the forces within ourselves. Without energetic balance, spiritual aspiration remains unstable. Without activation of the energy body, higher consciousness cannot be sustained. This teaching restores the foundation. It reconnects you with the living architecture of your being. This book is for sincere seekers who wish to experience spirituality directly, not conceptually. It is for those who want to purify their inner life, for those who wish to awaken perception, for those who seek balance, vitality, and inner clarity. It is for practitioners of meditation, healing, and inner development, consciously living. But above all, it is for those who are ready to participate actively in their own transformation. Through this work, spiritual evolution becomes practical. The human energy system becomes an instrument of awakening. Consciousness becomes embodied. Life itself becomes a field of refinement. The energy body awakens, and with it the deeper dimensions of your being begin to unfold. If you feel drawn to this teaching, approach it with patience, gentleness, and respect. Transformation is a process of time. Energy must adapt, structure must refine, and balance must be preserved. But with steady practice, the system blossoms. The human being becomes what it was always meant to be, a living bridge between matter and spirit. If you feel the call, enter the teachings more deeply. Read the book, practice the activation, experience the transformation within your own being. If you wish to go further, you may receive deeper initiatory training through 4 mystics, and continue the path of conscious evolution within Ordo Mysticus, not as followers but as sincere students of inner awakening. Walk the path with patience, practice with awareness, and transform with love, and allow your energy body to awaken. In love, light, and service, I am Ray del Sol.